Let's talk to this guy, the Varl. The Varl mercenary leader Bolverk and a rather large female fighter are talking to Juno, a member of the Spellweaver's Mender Council. Bolverk looks annoyed. Nothing unusual. There is no haggling on this. You already accepted the offering in Borskar. Get this one to do it. Get me to do what? If Juno is surprised by your presence, it doesn't show. She continues to stare straight at the Varl. Alette is seeing to the survival of this caravan, something I doubt you care to do. She's a little small. She's a little small for such a big role, isn't she? Don't talk about me like I'm not here, and you're big for your small role. Oh, I have to. The woman looks wounded for a brief moment before readying an insult. This will help nothing. What we are discussing is private. Her look at Bolverk says she expects him to keep it private. Ivan needs to help with healing the wounded, but we should leave soon. See Hacken at the dock when you are ready. Juno leaves without another word. Vain Valka. One of these days, Claws and Fangs will get thirsty for Spellweaver blood. Claw and Fang? His axes. The large axe heads are polished, the blades sharp and the cheeks scarred from plenty of use, but it's the gray handles that stand out. They're unlike anything you've seen before. So you'll lead this rabble now? Only to Abraham. Then it's King Mynil's job. Like he's got the answer to any of this. He'd royally piss himself if he ever saw a dredge. A pig-tailed fighter laughs. What's your name? I'm Volka, a shield maiden in charge of keeping the ravens alive. Bolverk gives her a stern look, but she doesn't back down. I already know who you are, chieftain. I'm not the chieftain. I heard there's a problem. Do you have a better idea? Problem I should know about. The Varl seems to grow taller and more wild as he takes a step towards you. You stopping to save every vain idiot along the river will get us all killed. Makes more sense to only stop the ships when we need supplies. And get rid of these useless people too. They're slowing us down. It's not going to happen. The river dictates the speed of our ships. I will if they don't start pulling their own weight. The river dictates. You've got rowers. Use them. I'd hate for an accident to happen out in the water. Bolverk snorts and turns his attention to a large sealed cart behind him. His bare cloaked back indicates the conversation is over. Alright, talking to this lady. Aldief, a friend and mentor, is demonstrating fletching an arrow to a few people as you approach. Give us a moment, will you? The group walks away as Aldief stands and wipes loose feathers from her tunic. These people owe you their lives. Your decision to stop here saved every one of them. Well, our clansmen all agreed. Don't be naive. Saving people is what you do, what your father did. Those under this banner agreed because they follow you. Your tone is forceful, and you almost smile to break the tension. Almost. They respected Rook, and that respect is passed to you. But give them any reason to doubt you, and it'll vanish. And I won't give them reason. Alright, odd, I get it. But I don't really know how I'm doing. Okay. She stares at you for a drawn-out moment before nodding. Her demeanor softens. I wanted to discuss the clansmen. They're good at scavenging for food, and the more we have, the more food they'll find. Training some of them to fight will help keep the others safe, but it takes time, and I'm not sure we have much of that to spare. As our leader, you're expected to decide how many fighters and how many look for food. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Odd. You turn to leave, but Oddlief stops you. She grabs you in a tight hug. Rook had a way of making it easier for all of us to be stronger. Her words seem to be as much for her as they are for you. Alright, we can rest. Leave. Normal caravan morale does not affect the hero's willpower in battle. Maintaining sufficient supplies and rest in camp to improve morale. Alright, let's rest once. There, good morale. Morale improved, let's go. The wooden planks of the well-used dock creak as you walk across them. Hakon, a warrior recently acknowledged as king of the Varl, paces on the dock. Not sure I was made for this, he says as you approach. Commanding in battle is one thing, but deciding how many chickens we need to bring? I can help if you need it. I'm just as lost as you are at this. You seem to be handling it just fine. Offer him help. The giant raises his eyebrows. You've got your own battles to fight, little one. I hear men saying they don't want to follow a role. Improving yourself, while being compared to the previous leader on your clan isn't easy. His mood darkened. Volgnir's death still doesn't sit well with me. I aim to figure it out, but for now, let's sail. Let's go! After lighting the funeral pyre, the last villagers find seats in your rickety longship built of scrap wood scavenging in Borgsgard. I'm about to sneeze. Ah. Okay, sorry about that. The ravens find space around a large cart in the back-sailed vessel, or slowly move all the boats into the river's current. Whee! Look, they're right there. You could have shot them for food. Castle renown, we got some. Nope. The complaints of a few are growing. What does she really know about getting us to Aberang safely, as Smith says. A few others chime in agreement. Her father was something else, but her? She should be looking for a husband, not telling me what to do. Some laugh, others encourage them. Olive looks at the group of men before turning to you. She seems interested in hearing your response. Relax, girl, Smith says. We're not the only ones with doubts about you, and if you ever threaten me again, you draw your bow and aim. I've got too much going on to repeat myself. The men look angry, but know they're outnumbered. They disembark at the next turn of the river. Aldief looks impressed. Few left. Hey, renown! Awesome. I'm happy with that. Less people to feed. Okay, Ilya looks ill. At least it's not the brackish sea, he whispered to himself as he steps around the rowers and baggage to speak with you. I'm not sure we were all built for aquatic voyages, he says. And I hear Aberang is quite a distance away. My people could use a few hours' rest on solid ground. The hopeful looks from others sway you, and you signal for the ships to make land. Would you mind telling me why the capital is our destination? Elio asks. Marine's walls have never been breached. The Valko Juno says the menders there can protect us. It's the furthest place from the dredge. It just is. Now help row. Menders? The scowled shoulders slump. We were all hoping for something more substantial. He realized Ivan and Juno can hear him. I thank you for healing my people, but we're talking about an army of dredge. The Valka and her apprentice share a smile, but say nothing. Dredge, Elio says, almost in awe. Man, and Varl's storied foe from oh so ever long ago. But they're real, and here... How have they made it so far south? His glance at the Varl is met with both anger and shame. The longship rocks gently, and the Skald grabs a rope to steady himself. If only we had the fabled horses to ride upon, we'd outpace the dredge and be on sound footing. His dramatized misery is almost as amusing as his thanks when he steps back onto land. Morale improved. You're gonna keep us somewhat happy. I bought extra food so we could afford to... Let's map the world. You can explore it by dragging your mouse to pan and using the mouse. Yay! Let's see. We explored almost all of this in the previous game, so I'm wondering if this isn't going to be like a 3-part journey where we get this and then like final. Ooh, the Plains of Slaughter. That sounds awesome. Prior to arriving at Alius village, the caravan had hurriedly embarked in the wake of the... Okay. Yeah, we lost that one. We're attempting to reach here by river on the way to Aberang. As Strom led some of the first men east, Ormsdalr was one of the most important places they settled, nestled in the crook where the Orsmer River splits. If Borsgard and Osmar were twins, Ormsdalr would be the righteous brother trying to keep his evil twin from hurting anyone. Okay, reaching Aberang, the human capital, is the ultimate goal. From humble beginnings is the eventual seat of power for the king. Aberang is the most populated and contested city throughout the human land. Its towering obsidian walls have been pulled from the depths by the weaving power of the menders. As each new generation of residents builds another ring of walls, the city continues to grow larger, more indulgent, and more dangerous. Alright, we're ready to go now. Toothpick wood. The Vast. The waters to the west were named not for their reach, but for their depths. Longships lost even somewhat close to shore are best considered gone to the depths forever. Oh, what is this? Longship. Okay. Ah, here we go. I can leave. Sorry. Alright. As your number of days past shown here. Supplies. Morale. We can camp here. Okay. Oh, we can talk to this gentleman. Hello. Strangely familiar man with a spear and tattoos beckons to you. His movements are somewhat odd, almost comical. Oh, Jesus. Thrygvi is what I'm going to call him. You wouldn't be confused by Thrygvi's presence if you'd supported this journey long ago. What? The man's eyes glaze over for a moment before clearing. He now acts like your old friends. It's hard to push a spear through a tree. Easier to turn the tree into another spear. Let's continue. What? That's it. Shoo, now. Shoo. Thugbeer starts laughing. It's disturbing, and as you walk away, you hear him singing. Yellow and blue will lie to you, lie to you, lie to you. Yellow and blue will lie. Okay. This is yellow and blue. Alright, we're gonna rest. Alright, we can check out our heroes. Yeah. Here we go. We are leaving. Two men approach while no one else is around. One is wearing a wolf cloak and missing a hand. The other is a guard with crazed hair shoved into a helmet. What's up? Oh my god. Finally, a moment alone with the new leader. Is there something you need? Seems I should be asking you that. I'm Ruga, the governor of Borsgard. It's good to meet you. Why am I just now meeting you? I'm glad you feel that way. I've been watching you command from a distance. Not bad so far. The guard nods in agreement, but says nothing. Thank you. So far, should I be expecting trouble? If that's all, I need to tend to other things. I'm hoping you already know the answer to that. I'm simply here to offer my help before the trouble arrives. What help can you provide? You've never been to Albring before, right? I've never left Skogar before all of this. A pretty girl rarely needs to leave her village. I'm sure men were already offering to provide for you. But I'm from Albring. It's different than anything you can imagine. Different how? It's the seat of power. Twice as many people as Borgard, all clawing to get closer to the king. It's a sight that'll probably scare you. Why'd you leave? I'm not easily frightened. Really? I heard you've made it this far without killing anyone. I hope that's not out of fear. I can do what's necessary. Remind yourself of that so we're always prepared to act. I'll teach you what I can along the way. We'll try to shore up the fact that you're a young girl, but it'll take work. He smiles, and with emotion, he and his guard depart. Alright. Ah, morale is great. Awesome. Whee! Ooh, was ist das? Morale decline. That's not so good. But still great. Ahead, driftwood has collected, creating an impressive barrier for the longship. Alternatively, going ashore has its own risk from whatever might be lurking in the trees. Row hard, we'll break through. That's not a good idea. Bank the ships and set all axemen to chopping. Prepare for portage. We'll carry the ships around. Alright, we'll start chopping. Once on land, Ivers, Hacken, and anyone else with an axe starts hacking away at the wood blockade. Thudding sounds fill the air. Moments later, Ruga says, "Damn, we've got company." As Dredge approach from the woods, you realize you'll have to hold them off until the axemen are finished. You're about to enter battle. If you find the battles too challenging or difficult, you can find yourself, or blah blah blah, difficulty settings. They do things. Success, blah. Goodbye. Meh. Take that. That's the last one standing. Give her respect, people. Alright. He can get a promotion. He can get a promotion. Give us a lot of renown, please. We need it. Some of our heroes are injured. We need to rest. We might make it down the river to the capital without any more trouble. Look at Ivers, surprised by his optimism. And I might sprout wings and start flying. Would that make up for your missing arm? Hey! I get to make jokes about losing my arm. Not you. I suppose that's fair. So, what are you worried about now? I think we should make use of this trainer and this tent that we haul around everywhere. You can't hesitate anymore when it comes to killing others, not when it comes to protecting your own. Let's bank this ship and make sure you're ready by challenging your skills.